and see that this exercise commences. Having said that, I want to thank you. I want to give you an update on how I moved to meet different ministries and follow up activities or what we were lacking from the different ministries across in this country. There was a project for our roads and a program called RootSec. It had taken 8 years. I'm happy today to tell the public that after 8 years of toiling, I managed to meet the Minister for Local Government and the Secretariat for RootSec. And out of the 5 roads that we had proposed to them, they have picked one and they'll start working on it in this financial year. When I went to the ministry, I was able to get even the contract documents for the companies that are supposed to help us in the construction of these roads. The first one is the Safe Green Uganda Limited, which is Lot 1. It will be helping us to manage the road between Kalon Town Council and Lumoy Center. And their budget is 989 million shillings, 275,000. This is roughly 1 billion. That will help to put a good Maram road between Kalon Town Council and Lumoy Center. Then we have Lot 2 that will be taken by a company called Stracon Limited. Stracon Limited will take the road from Lumoy up to Laiga. That is under Lot 2. And their contract is worth 1 billion. I came in office and got when there was no document in relations to this company, in relations to RootSec. I decided to personally take interest to move to Minister of Local Government and follow up this. All invitations, I got them, and that's when the launch now was up. That is when the launch took place in Poranga, because there was also a neighboring district benefiting from the same program. So I must say, I will continue to do this and follow some of these projects. To the people of Lumoy Road, now you can start breathing. When the project comes, starting next week, we shall be moving in your area, talking to our beneficial communities, explaining to them together with the contractor, the district community development officer, and then the district engineer, for you to accept this new project in your area. And earlier on, they had even warned me that if I don't work on that road, I don't take a form in 2031. I must say, now I invite you to come and pick the form for yourself in 2031, because I have delivered my promise. So I want to say thank you. And I must say it was one of the successes of my journey to Kampala. And this, to me, I take it with a lot of love, because finally, markets like Kubo Market can now start operating. People can now start to sell them their items and make money. People from Lumoy can now access the hospitals when this road is complete. So I ask my community to receive them. I also want to say I met with the Prime Minister. I met with the Minister for Disaster Preparedness and Refugees. I met with the State Minister and even the Minister for Northern Uganda. I met them on issues of drought. The good news is, when the budget was reduced from 50 billion to 45 billion, the leaders of Karamoja came and said, since the money has been reduced, so neighboring districts should be removed from benefiting from the money. I was called to defend this position because I was one of the chairpersons who had already sent a petition to the office of the Prime Minister on the issue of hunger, because we had lost already, up to date, we have lost now 15 people, because additional 3 died. So now we have around 15 people dead, around more than 351 admissions. And so I defended this position, and also the ministers in their wisdom accepted that Agago be included. The good news is that the ministry sliced us into the benefit of Karamoja And luckily, we are going to receive something from the office of the Prime Minister. When they announce the figure, you will see it, but I want to ask my people that the relief will come. We are now asking them that the relief is not enough. They should now provide us with seedlings that can grow fast, that within 3 months we are able to harvest. So this is our plea to government. And I ask my people that let us take this opportunity of the new season of rain to at least plant something. When you get the beans and the posho, if it comes, please use it as a source of energy to plant some green vegetables, to plant cassava, to support you after 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months. That's how best we can fight the longer effect of hunger in our community. I want to thank the Diocese of Gulu for taking it upon themselves after our cry to make contributions to support our community. I know they may not get enough to support every household, but the little you'll get will add value and will support our communities. I want to thank the UN community for your meetings that you held to say that you support Agago. I am happy you have heard my cry. I pray that you give us the support as you are planning. The Red Cross Society, they are doing investigations in Agago in regards to hunger. I pray that after their assessment, they also give us support. We now wait response from World Food Program and UNHCR. When this comes, they will also be coming to your communities. Please receive them. Give them the information that they need so that it supports information and supports decision making. So as a district, we are more than willing to receive anybody interested to support us, to fight hunger temporarily, but also to fight it permanently by use of irrigation programs and permanently by giving us seeds that grow quickly. So I want to say thank you. I today to Uganda a letter informing him that the drought has destroyed his vision on coffee. Because all the coffee seedlings that he brought and distributed, over 150,000 seedlings that was given to our people to pilot, has gone with the drought. Very few, not even 10%, has survived. It has gone with the maize, with the beans, and such vision. I don't want the vision of the president to die. His vision is that we move away from seasonal crops and enter into cash crops that supports our families. I have already complained to him that he should not get tired with us. He should bring us new seedlings and then incorporate some element of training so that our people who finally get these coffee seedlings plant it and have value for it in the future. I know that we may not adopt at once. As a district, we have gotten a strategy of identifying what we call model farmers. We have directed the Department of Production to identify at least 3 model farmers in every parish that will at least plant an hectare of coffee to demonstrate to others if it is possible. So that after 2, 3, or 4 years, we're able to see the impact of this intervention of the president of this country and Operation Wealth Creation. Next, I would love that the office of the OPM, the office of the Operation Wealth Creation, the office of the president should get to know that this has affected the coffee they have distributed, and we would love them to really come do assessment. And if possible, in this second season, when we shall receive a lot of rain, please support us with new seedlings. As a district, we are willing to ensure that those with interest have this implemented for the better of our future. I want to also say that today it was saddened. I attended of Agago district, who was killed by Karamojong in Omia Pachua. He was killed by an arrow. We continue to receive pain of this kind of death, pain of fear, pain of displacement, pain of losses, pain of businesses in our borderlines. I want to ask any humanitarian organization that there is need for us to start rehabilitating the corridors of cattle wrestling. We need to heal the trauma. We need to talk to our people. We need to compensate the people that have been killed, the people that have been displaced, the people whose land has been taken, the people that can no longer do businesses within the corridor of cattle wrestling. We want fairness in that area. We need more intervention to rehabilitate them. They live in the area with fear, and such a community with fear cannot develop. We have the army there protecting us, but that's not enough. The trauma in their minds needs correction. And so we ask not only government, but people who can support different development and communities to come for our rescue as a Agago district local government. As a district, we are trying to make compilation of formal documents to speak volume of the atrocities and some of the challenges that we encounter in this borderline. So that we continue to receive it, and we shall continue to note it. I must say, to meet the Minister for Health, Honorable Biarumuzi, my only friend from Kanungu. I got him with a team of leaders from Kanungu district. And when I was in a boardroom with them, they were explaining the challenges of Kanungu. They said, we have 1 hospital, we have 4 health centers, we have this number of staff. Then they asked me to give my story as a chairman LC5 of Agago, because I was the only person from the north in that meeting. And when I gave the story, I told Biarumuzi, I said, now you see, in Agago, I have a population of around 307,000 population. I have 4 constituencies. I have 4 members of parliament. But I have 1 health center that was just uplifted in the recent years in 2023. And a theater was just built last year. Then the minister, Biarumuzi, came with a very nice story. He said one day, a man in Kampala bought a new shoe from China. And while he was moving along the main road, he knocked his toe, and all this new shoe got torn apart, and he had now a bare foot. So he started complaining that I am moving on a bare foot, going for a meeting. But when he reached inside the meeting, he got people in the meeting did not have legs. And to him, that was Agago now. Agago is a district without legs. I am happy that my meeting with the Honorable Minister, to me, it was a very encouraging meeting. He used that meeting to direct some support to my district. So that is the fruit of talking to such a minister. And I am happy that through the PS and the ministry staff who were present, they have directed to support some part of Agago and probably add a new health center 3 to decongest the current one. Because the one in Patton Health Center 4 monthly receives around 20,000 patients in 1 month. That's a lot of population. So to reduce that, other than adding the number of staff, there's also need to add additional health center 4 to decongest the area. So I am happy that they have accepted that they'll see into their plans and budget and see that they add us another health center 4 that can support to decongest the area and also bring back our money for recruitment of new staff when I finally establish a new district service commission as cleared by Public Service Commission. So this means that my slogan of Agago Mera Roja, meaning building a new Agago, will soon come to pass as well when we are handling the health matters. Now that is coupled with the new initiative we have brought to ensure that every health center 3 has referral money of around 500,000, every health center 2, 200,000, and all health center 4s have 3 million shillings to support fuel for referrals of very critical illness that happens within our district. I know that as a chairman, I cannot have my car to carry every sick person across the district. I don't have that capacity. So the best is the system of government. So that means an health center 2 can now, at least in a month, be able to refer 2 to 4 or 5 people. But if it is happening across the district, it is good. So the in-charges are already implementing this, starting this financial year. July, August, September, all health center 3, 500,000. September, October, November, 500,000. That means every health center 3 in the financial year is around 2 million. Health center 2s, 200, that's around 800. Health center 4s, 3 million. That means it's around 12 million in one financial year. To me, this is a relief. And I must thank the staff for ensuring this happens. But this is not for all sicknesses. Things like toothache, things like you have knocked your toe, may not require you to benefit from this referral fee. And it is strictly for fuel for our ambulances. So it will be managed from the station, and our people will have to really benefit from this. While there, I managed to, and I am happy. I want to thank the Inspector General of Police from my heart, because my people would now struggle to move 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, simply looking for justice, to report a case of a chicken thief, someone has slapped you, assault, there's assault, burning of a house. People were struggling for justice. And in many cases now, the people resorted to mob justice because of the absence of policing in the area. So I must appreciate the office of the IGP for thinking of deploying police in all sub-counties of my district. I thank you so much. And when I met him, I discussed with him other issues, including how these policemen or women will move. I asked for a motorcycle to support them. And I know in his goodwill, he may give us, I requested for 3, but he may give us 2 or 1. That I'm still waiting for his letter to see how many he will give us. I have also asked him for the police outpost to ensure that we start building. I am happy that starting this financial year, he has given us an offer of 5 sub-counties. This is very good. That means when I add Lerakato, then you add the new 5 that the police have selected with us. That makes a total of 6 sub-counties. Next year again, they pick others. And I know within our term of office, we shall have most of these sub-counties have existing outposts. And that was my dream. That's why I told you that my agenda number 2 is already ticked. Whenever I move, I know I have something to tell my people that for security, I have tried. Now, let's use them well. When they're in our communities, we have asked all the chairperson LC3, the sub-county chief, or the secretaries at sub-counties to organize a meeting between the police officers and the LC1s. Because for long, all duties of police were being handled by the LC1 because of the distance of position of police. So now we want them to sit and harmonize so that they understand well the role of police and also understand well the role of an LC1. All these offices are meant to support one another. So I am happy. I have also asked him to construct a barracks, if possible, where the children of these police officers can study with a boarding school. Our community can benefit from it. The police officers will stay here when they are comfortable. And this is still in request. I know that with this support, this can also happen. And where possible, because of our insecurity, I have asked him for more deployment to support us in the borderline. And I know in his response, I'll get a good report that will support us to fight the insecurity that we have. So that to me is a good news. And I can tell him in my language, that's simply to say thank you. So I appreciate. And I had a good attention from Minister for Land, Honorable Nabakova. When you check the records of court, Agago district has 451 cases of land conflict. Cases of land conflict. 451. That shows you the level of conflict of land that we have. For schools and hospitals is worse. Land that was given to our public institution some years back. The children now come and say, this was our land, so this portion is ours, this is yours. That conflict is rising up. So as a district, we have made deliberate move to protect our land in the future by ensuring that we have land registered with title. So when I met the Minister for Lands, Housing, I want to thank her. She accepted that they will nominate one officer to support Agago district in the land registration process. And also we requested them to support us to train the sub-county land committees who support in land registration. And I am happy that in the verbal response, it was a positive one. So when they do this in their letter, which I may receive next week, I will see what offer they have given us and then work towards ensuring all these communities are trained. And we start encouraging now our people to ensure we register our land. All public institutions must get land title. Individuals should get land title. You can get it also as a clan. You can get it as a family. You can get it with your wife. It doesn't matter who you get it with. What we want is have evidence that this is my land. I told people a funny story. I said, if you have a wife and your neighbor takes your wife away, but you have the certificate, you can actually claim her. You say, you see my neighbor, you have taken away my wife, but I have a certificate here that shows that this is my wife. You at least still remain with some evidence. This is how we should treat our land. Let us not just watch land go without evidence. I want our people, this is the only way we can reduce conflict on land. And I must say, the ministry is willing to use Agago as a pilot district to see rural land registration. I am very happy. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister Nabakoba, for that support and for this kind of influence. And Musa Sizi, the Minister for Finance, I thank you for the audience. And there, you know, in our district, we have been suffering. There were constructions of seed schools that were happening, and those constructions were supposed to happen without VAT. All payments were supposed to be without value-added tax. But the district was paying them, and the government was instead cutting the VAT from the payments that were being given to these contractors. That has affected them, and that's why, to some extent, some seed schools are still on the way to get completed. So I discussed with him how we can have this 1.7 billion returned to Agago so that they can complete these 4 seed schools. World Seed, we have Lamio, we have Omia, we also have Kotomo. These are 4 seed schools that we needed completed fully to the field and everywhere. So he's positive on how to handle it, and I want to thank him. We are also trying to discuss with him possible wage bill, because in the district we have a lot of people at acting capacity. And he said now that we can see how to support us in the next financial year. There's another meeting that we shall have with him to see how that support can happen and how finance can help us to allocate enough wage bill so that we can have recruitment of all critical positions within our district. Out of 13, we have only around 6 to 7 heads of departments that are confirmed or that are substantive. The other ones are all acting. In the education sector, we have only 2 staff. The 8 teachers out of 117, we have only 22 8 teachers. The deputies are only 46. So you see our staffing gap is low by 64%. This is really very low. And we want to see how to bridge this gap starting next financial year. So as a chairman of the district, I am determined to change the trend and ensure that my people of Agago are proud of their district. That is why you elected me, and I'll stand to defend such a position. I want to thank him. I want to thank the PS and the ministry for supporting this cry. And also as a district, we have to see that we get what we call the AMCO culverts. These are these metallic culverts that are stainless. They last longer when put on bridges. So we have requested quite a number from Ministry of Works. They have told us to wait for their procurement. If they get some, they will supply to our district. If this comes, it will support us, it will support our work. As a district, we got a slot from Kampala International University of around 30 beneficiaries, which is given to every district. Unfortunately, at that time, I'd only got 8 beneficiaries out of 30. That means we have lost around 22. That tells us the level of intake that we have here. But I took all the list of the people that have shown interest for the bursary to KU. We wish them good luck, that even when they are starting on that bursary, they should represent me, they should represent the district while in that place. So these are the things